Oh no.
What?
All your saves are gone.
Ha!
Oh no, how could this happen?
Can we get
an F in
You get an F in
Oh,
the
why,
chat.
Wimo?
This is a joke.
How
You gotta
could
kill
this
it.
happen to me?
You're starting fresh.
What I heard was you got.
This is the game.
Alright, let's play.
Okay.
This is not.
Now it's time we gotta make our poem.
Unending.
So who are we gonna go for? That's the question.
Do we want to do another Yuri route again?
Do you want to do a
Well,
another
I'm
Yuri?
going to say whoever we do now is probably going to be the next one to die, right?
I guess.
Well, if you
I'm
think that,
about
then you
to
better
die.
choose carefully.
Okay, we'll
You know
do
who's
one.
going to die next?
Yuri
Sayori again.
chooses Sayori again.
Okay.
Oof.
So
let's go for Natsuki this time.
You sure?
You think I should stick with Yuri again?
what does the jury think?
Okay, all those for Yuri raise their hand.
You just want Yuri dead, don't you?
No.
Okay. I guess we're going Yuri again.
Okay, which words are we picking?
All right.
Unending.
So wait, is there going to be a third one after this? Like, does it go back to the beginning again?
We'll find out.
I mean, how much more is there?
You'll find out next up on Dragon Ball Z.
I'm just gonna say this, T-Lander. You
All right.
thought the game was ending, but it's just begun.
Okay. I'm just going to pick the words I like best and you click them. Unending.
Okay.
Death.
Death.
Okay.
Wow.
Analysis.
Unrequited. Bubbles.
Bubble,
No,
that's-
disarray.
Oh my god.
Covet.
Unstable. Incapable. Uncontrollable. Inferno. Graveyard. Doki Doki.
Doki Doki. Yay. Gotta give Natsuki
Yeah.
some love.
Gotta have some
Um,
Doki Doki in this. Okie dokie.
Forgive. Frightening. Judgment? Massacre. Raindrops.
Silly.
Disoriented. No, vivacious.
Too late.
Oh, shit.
What's that?
Infallible. Nightgown.
Fuck.
Contamination. Starscape.
Alright, you got Yuri. It's the next day. Hi again, T-Lander-kun.
Are we getting writing tips of the day?
We'll see. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh my god!
Forgot about that.
Oh,
Thanks
okay.
for
You missed
keeping
it.
your promise to
Wait,
God.
what?
Her face was digitalized, and then it came back.
I hear the music again.
I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. You lazy bitch. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh. Natsuki, you missed it. You phased in. You were,
I saw it.
what's the term? Your colors were inverted? No, you were
Negative.
Negative. You were
Yes.
negative, and then you
Oh
popped
man,
in.
I wish I can go back to see that because
Mr. Negative.
stupid things are happening on my phone right now. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack.
Photo negative Natsuki.
You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki.
Come on, man.
So you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room. I think that's what it is.
Yes.
What's wrong with that?
Monica?
I can't read. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Mangika? Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat.
I'm sorry, T-Lander-kun. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
T-Lander, have you noticed it yet?
the classroom is slanted.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I knew something didn't feel right.
Yeah,
I knew
you're
something didn't
slowly
feel right.
zooming in and tilting.
It's slowly zooming in and tilting.
I didn't know it was zooming in.
Yeah, it's zooming in and like it's like going like this.
Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. I'm very scared right now.
Anyway. Now that you're in the club and
Oh,
all,
it's bothering my eyes.
And the music is kind of fucked.
perhaps you might have an interest in
You can
picking
turn
up
it
a
like
book
on.
to read.
No, it's the light won't help.
You
I feel it.
you
Well,
unintellectual.
I can't really say no either way. I can see it zooming in a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of bothering me now.
Like you said, I'm in this club now. I'm afraid.
I think it stopped. I think it goes to a certain.
So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask.
Wait. I didn't mean it like that. Ooh.
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 Ooh, don't ooh at me.
If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to.
Are you sure? I just felt like I'm standing straight, but everything's slanted. Well, as vice president and all,
Wait,
that
is
I
she?
should help you get.
Yeah, she is.
Oh shit! I just realized. Yeah, you're right.
No, the
Started
only
on
thing is
something like-
it's zoomed in more on her head. Either that or just the
Oh
top,
no, it's
the
still
top bar.
it's still going. I just realized.
Yeah.
But actually, yeah.
Go ahead.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. Oh, sorry. That's your line.
So I stole your lines. So I picked up
I am
out
nervous,
a book that I
okay?
thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. You dummy. And
Fucked.
we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. After I run away. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
We're back to normal.
Okay. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is usually buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of a book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap.
You've been noticed.
I think she knows me looking at her.
Yeah, the snake.
Yeah, Metal Gear.
She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second.
That's...
Sorry.
Me too.
But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. Although it's really not fine, I'm just saying it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed.
Okay.
Oh, her eyes.
Okay.
Oh,
No. Honey, that's not the only thing I'm looking at.
I can't.
No,
Wait.
keep
No,
going, keep
no. Wait. Can
I
we?
can't
Wait, guys.
look at
No. Look real quick.
What?
The line
I
going
see the
through.
line.
The line going through her hair that just so effortlessly seems to be going right over her throat.
Oh shit. Keep going,
Oh
bud.
my god, I hate this.
Read.
Oh my God.
Read.
Yo, don't
It crashed.
Oh no! No, you clicked off.
Oh, okay.
Oh, crap.
Oh.
love when your girl's eye just starts floating off.
Put it off her face.
Oh my god.
Man, that's hot.
Come on, read. If you want this to end, read.
Okay,
hot.
And no.
Yuri, go ahead. Yuri, hurry up.
I said it.
Okay, click.
You're just. but I'm just rereading a bit of this, so let me just take off my eye monocle.
That's the book that you gave me,
When,
right?
when you're reading, but you want to see.
I forgot about
read
that.
it.
You forgot about what?
That her eye goes off of her
I'm
face.
gonna look at that ass.
Don't make this weird.
I wanted to reread some of it.
Okay.
I'm getting a close look.
Not for any,
Oh, there we
not
go.
for any particular reason.
Not for
Thank
any
God.
particular reason.
Oh god.
It flies off
You know
again.
where you came? That was so great. That was so funny. You guys were so creeped out.
I hate that.
Wait, what do you mean you got?
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Also, don't worry, I'm in literature club, man. I'm reading manga.
Oh, man.
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant.
What?
I mean,
My eye popped into place.
I just happened to buy
I just
2
have
of
a-
them.
I guess I just have a migraine behind my eye.
If only you see
I
Leonard's
see.
grabbing onto my shoulder as this is happening. He's so scared.
I'm gonna jump.
I have a 2400 vision.
Yo, Yuri wanted a good look at that eye.
There's something fairly obvious that here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go.
like
Like
her,
her
like her.
I don't want
She's letting go of her
God,
eye.
nightmares.
Okay,
I'll
we
definitely
keep going,
start
keep
reading
going.
soon.
I'm glad to hear. I'm glad I can hear. My ears haven't left yet. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. Because I put glue on it. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? So much. What's the story about anyway?
Well,
Did we actually play this part?
yeah.
Want to just speed run through this part?
No, it's fun.
No.
Let's find
Okay.
more eye
It's clear.
fairies.
Things are
Glitches.
different.
You're right.
I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front
Yeah.
cover.
Hey,
Huh.
it's my
Don't say
eye.
eye.
Yo,
Please
Yuri.
don't say eye.
Eye.
Yuri's eye.
Eye.
All in favor? Aye.
Eye. Basically, it's about a religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison.
Oh, great.
And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood.
Oh,
and they lose
great.
their eyes.
Okay, you know
Like
this is
you.
different.
But the facility
that's
gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to. That might be a bit of a spoiler.
And a little gory.
But anyway, I'm really into it.
I'm saying this now. I'm not into Yuri anymore.
Don't worry.
The book, I
Is
mean,
it because of her eye?
not the thing.
I
about
want
the
her to get
limbs.
decapitated.
Rude.
That's rude.
That's
No,
kind of
mainly because of that one glitch that's like very, very hard to see.
I saw it. I was too scared to point it out. That's kind of dark, isn't it? So is this game. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. I know the feeling.
Ah.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, T-Lander-kun? Are you not into gore?
No, not like this. No, it's not
Have you
that.
not seen the peanut butter baby video?
I don't
I
want.
think I have.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, oh yeah, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry about it.
We've seen it.
I've seen it.
Does Yuri hope so?
I do.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things.
Alex totally forgot he was Yuri.
Oops.
Whoops.
No, you.
She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
Limbs.
Stop it.
It's just that kind of story.
Imagine if her boobs started like.
Oh my
Yo,
god,
I
that'd be
think That'd be a
horrifying.
nice appeal to us.
No!
There's
That'd
just
be
a boob that
horrifying.
just detaches.
Okay, it'd be appealing to me if I could remove my boobs and put them
Her
aside for the
back
night.
would just
No,
be in
what?
constant pain.
Exactly.
Alright, go ahead, Yuri.
It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective.
Yeah.
Like limbs. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway.
No,
Wait,
you.
no, you have to do a creepier voice than that.
No, he doesn't.
Was that
Because
not
the
good?
world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway.
But because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway.
Sad. Why did I make this my
And
first
suddenly-
Let's play?
Suddenly.
Wait, what did he say? I missed it.
Then suddenly-
rambling.
It was in the black text and suddenly
Alright,
in her
alright.
wise repeated.
Oh, you're.
I'm actually looking behind me. You guys all looked.
Just
How's
it going?
oh, hi Yuri.
Oh, your eyes.
Your eyes like floating around.
Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize.
You should be sorry.
I haven't lost interest or anything. Yes, I have.
Well.
Well,
Well,
I guess it's alright then.
No, it's not.
But I feel like I should let you know I have this problem.
What's that problem?
When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts.
Please be creepy. Yes.
My whole
My
body
body
gets
gets
incredibly.
Wait, did it actually say something?
no, it was
No.
just a bunch of symbols.
I can't.
I kind of forget to pay attention to other people.
My whole body what? My whole body what?
So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I'd start talking too much.
That's. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen.
That's gay.
It's a literature club after all.
That's... Well, that's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it right?
Oh, shit! I forgot.
You
That
scared
was so
me.
great.
You scared me that time.
Yo, whoops, I'm sorry. I forgot.
Demons.
Demon.
I mean, you don't have to, but...
Babaka.
Vodka?
Vodka.
What are you saying?
Das.
Let me just get the book. I
Oh,
quickly retrieve the book that I had put in my bag.
Satan.
Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right?
I think Satan just possessed Yuri.
I slip into the next seat to Yuri's.
that's sensitive.
Ew.
Too late, dude.
Are you sure?
The seat next to me is sensitive.
You seem a little apprehensive.
That's... I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I still don't understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read.
Yo, it's like Yuri's right over my shoulder.
Maybe a little... Stop.
Hi.
Don't do that. Maybe a little distracting, but to feel...
Will you cut
I'm actually gonna punch someone in the face.
No, that's so messed up, Kevin.
What? Stop. What?
Oh,
Turn
no.
I mean, I want it.
Alright.
Okay.
Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's the corner of my eye.
Yuri is the corner.
Wait, is that what it said?
No, Yuri is in the corner of my eye, but he said Yuri is the corner of my eye.
I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Stop. Stop.
Yo.
Sorry.
Yo.
That's not funny. That's not funny.
So, sorry.
I was just bathing in the feeling.
Wait, what did it say?
I think I was just bathing in the
something
feeling of your body and something. I forgot.
But okay, we have to pause that later on in the video
Yeah,
and see
yeah,
it.
you can-
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry.
I just have a problem.
I mean-
I just have a problem where I speak in black letters.
Aha. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
Are you sure you want to be that close? I feel like every time where they say
Suppose
you gotta put in that video of you taking it.
That's a good idea.
That would actually be a good edit. Okay.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy.
I was only 40 pages ahead of you anyway.
Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching up.
No, shoulders.
It feels like... Stop it. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
It's like when you're both reading from the book, her eye just starts going off of
I
her
actually
face.
would love to see that.
Here.
I'm scared now.
No, you're fine. Look, they're just reading together.
This is this.
You're lying.
This is not the same art as earlier. Something's gonna happen.
You're reading. It's fine.
Yuri takes her left
Shut up,
arm
Melissa.
and
It's fine.
Yuri takes her left arm, holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger.
Okay.
I did the same with my right arm. Y'all need to stop. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this,
We're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
I think about it. Our character's got a nice hand.
Yeah.
You can see that now.
Look at that nice
Look
hand.
at that hand.
Are you ready?
Like behind the text, like the text box, you can see. No, look, see right here. That's
I
our
see
hand.
it now.
Our
Yes.
hand.
It's our hand. It's
We
fine.
got a good hand.
Okay.
What happens?
We got
was
handsome hands.
I thought it was a third hand, that's why.
No,
No.
that's your hand.
Okay, good. Phew.
Although our mouse is in like the middle of the game.
It's okay.
to turn the page?
She looked at you.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glanced over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
your eyes from
Yes.
Okay, Tamar, if you're gonna cover your eyes, then you shouldn't play horror games. You gotta take it like a man.
Take it like
Don't give me that, okay?
we're writing this all out, and you gotta watch it.
That's okay.
That was Yuri. Yuri reading.
You're not used to reading, right?
Like she's smiling. She's happy.
I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me.
Thanks. Did I skip something?
You skipped your line. You skipped yourself.
We could do new reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I'm just assuming that she finishes the page before me. So I turn it by my own
Volition.
volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb.
We're playing catch.
Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of
Oh,
you a
God.
little bit.
Oh.
And we haven't even gotten to the limbs reattaching part yet.
Oh my god, look at that face.
Yo.
Oh my god, that's
was
so
not there
creepy.
before.
Yo, she happy.
No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not.
Really? I was thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that.
That's what you were talking about.
Oh, this is so
She
creepy.
thought you were talking about the whole dismembering thing.
Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her.
What about her?
Something else.
There's so
Something
many else. There could be anything.
Never mind.
Can't you tell? Look at all the
We
lines in
didn't
that
get
book.
that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head.
Alright, you can stop being a robot.
Yuri, are you feeling alright?
Eh?
Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading.
She just really likes reading.
You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little...
My breathing?
Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice.
I didn't
Sorry.
even notice you stealing my lines.
I'm trying to power through this, okay?
Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Make yourself some tea or something.
Alright, don't push yourself.
Yeah, we're out of the art.
Okay, good.
Look, nothing happened. See, we were just reading.
Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom.
Ah.
What on earth was that about?
Neum.
Tealander-kun? Did something happen just now?
I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess.
So you don't know anything.
Baka.
Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her?
Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her.
No, nothing.
Yeah, Tealander. Don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming.
Alright, if you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other?
Eh? Should we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag.
Do you read Natsuki's first and then Monica's?
I don't see why
I say we definitely save Monica's for last.
Last.
Alright.
I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. What are you doing? Question mark.
Oh!
What was that? Oh my god.
Oh, she read that poem and her eyes popped out of her head.
That's how bad it was.
That's how bad it was.
That was not that scary. Anyway, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home.
It was weird.
Okay.
though.
It was really strange.
What? Harsh.
What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm sorry, the mic's in my way and I can't see that. I can't see that.
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I didn't put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it.
Yeah.
Painful to think about.
That's a question.
Painful to think about?
Painful to think about?
That's a question.
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid.
Can't wait for your eyes to pop out.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
That's all? Okay.
That's a boring ass poem.
I clicked.
Dude.
Click button.
Click.
That's her original one.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Spacebar. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What?
They don't.
Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Oh. I can't
You'll
see.
just steal mine.
Sorry.
Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
Monica.
What?
It's mine.
Alright, ready?
Hi, T-Lander-kun. Not evil. Having a good time so far?
No. Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Because she's always listening. Always.
Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, T-Lander-kun. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Mm-hmm. Great job, T-Lander-kun. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. or ooh, whichever. I was going ooh. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time.
Suddenly the door opens.
Yuri!
I'm back.
And why does she look much bigger?
Did I miss
She's
anything?
taller than... She's usually taller. Oh, that's why, because they're focusing on her. Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other.
Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late.
No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed.
Alright.
Above my head.
Hi.
Alright.
Oh, I smell it?
No, he did.
okay.
He
Thanks,
farted.
Monica. I suppose I should
Febreze.
get to my poem now.
Febreze.
Yeah, pass the Febreze one.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
Sure.
Okay.
Tamar, grab the
Don't worry, I'm not very good.
It's not the only one.
It's in this.
Yeah, but because we're doing the Yuri route, there's like no one else to keep.
Alright, you sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
No.
I see. Well, let's just read it then.
Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me.
Sorry.
Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper, the sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears? The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen.
I think that's new. Or it
Yes,
seems
it's new.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that.
A murder epiphany?
Yo, honestly, I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly.
You know my murder side?
Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other.
I'll kill them.
Anyway, then I'll murder them all. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day.
Yay!
Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink.
And no one likes that.
No one likes that. So just move your hand and go with the flow.
That wasn't creepy. I'm disappointed.
That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Do 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 do
Are you
do
ready?
do do do. Time
Yuri.
for Yuri.
Oh my god, wait, how messed up is
You
this?
can do the next one.
Okay, so you know that the fight happens the first day, right?
Yeah.
Are you ready to see it now?
Kind of.
Wait, what happened?
Wait, the
The
what?
fight
Which fight?
between your.
Oh, right.
I remember.
I didn't
You better
know.
get ready.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna
get
fight.
ready for that. We're gonna start a fight.
Actually?
Yeah,
Is it the first day?
Okay.
it is the
Second
first day.
Oh, it's after this.
I didn't know. I didn't think this would still be in here. Okay, go ahead.
Dots.
Well, he's going off of the first run.
No, I know.
As Yuri reads the poem, I
Oh,
notice
wait.
her eyes lighten.
How much?
Yeah.
Press enter.
Nah.
Do they actually do anything?
Wait,
I don't
what's
think-
going on?
You better get ready.
No, they don't. Oh, thank God.
Exceptional.
Hey, what was that?
Hmm.
Dots?
Did I say that out loud?
Yeah, you did.
Yuri. Oh. That's you.
Yeah, Yuri covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
I. Ooh.
Oh. He's gonna hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
Eh? That's. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
You okay?
I'm just doing the Yuri pose. She's like,
Oh.
She's supposed to be like.
Yuri takes a breath.
So,
What?
I breathe.
took a back. She was like,
what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphor indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
No, we haven't. We lie.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you.
I'm imagining that's just like Robert Frost, but it's just scratched out and you write your name over it.
Robert Frost is so good, though.
This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Dots.
Natural.
Well, I know that.
but do you?
I just meant to.
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. Objection! It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers.
Yeah, Phoenix, right?
And having been through that myself, I could kinda learn to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's
It's
as
as
if
if.
her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. Don't you do that.
But why? It's so solid. This is the music I came here for.
It might take you some time, but it will come.
Wait,
it
isn't
all
it-
comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things.
Wait, is the music actually messed up in this one?
No, I think this is okay. Before it was kind
No,
of
Yeah.
screwed up.
it's
Before
okay.
we're screwed up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is okay.
It was a little screwy before. I think it's okay now.
Then why are you dancing?
I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though.
Biased how?
She angry.
She's a bitch. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do.
Oh no, she's so cute, but her words are not cute.
I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Now, let's see.
Oh, is this the same one?
Ghost Under the Light.
It is.
Alex, can you read?
Yes. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one.
The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green of the future. I bathe, calm breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
What? Are you just making fun of how I have to sit to read?
No, I am. I'm making fun of myself.
Dots.
Just sit like this.
I'm sorry, I have
I
such
see worse
terrible
like this.
handwriting.
I'm sorry, I put them on.
It's okay.
What? I
What?
wasn't thinking of that at all.
Wait, what?
No, I was just reading.
No, what?
Alex is like,
Okay.
But it took you so long to read. It's probably because you're dumb.
Also, your handwriting is kind of too elegant.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I just think your handwriting's pretty.
Eh?
All the A's and A's, man.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short?
I usually write long.
I usually write longer poems.
And steal your lines.
T-lander.
And I steal your lines. This I'm honest about this time. Not at all.
I'm glad you really like it. I'll be honest.
Okay, stop. Mike's gonna pick that up.
Yo.
Since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild.
I wish I had apple
I'm
juice.
coming with the spicy stuff next time. You better prepare your butthole.
Oh, man.
Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Now I only have 4 left.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
I ain't afraid of no ghost. Hoo hoo hoo.
He is a
What are you, an owl? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, T-Lander-kun. You're the ghost. You're dead.
Really?
It's about Natsuki.
I must have totally missed the point.
It's about Natsuki's eyeballs. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. I learned that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In that case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost.
It's only bleh.
Lingering in her past, her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon will be left with nothing.
Oof.
That's
See,
a lot more solemn.
I was
put it that way.
expecting black text at that point, but nah.
I hadn't even thought of that.
Not this time.
That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so...
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, T-Lander-kun.
For you, T-Lander.
Just for you. All for you.
Me too. It's over now. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room.
Are you ready to fight?
That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my...
Wait, is it different this time?
Oh, I hear
Okay,
it.
yeah, it is different this time.
Yeah, it's a little...
Stop. Alright, so it is different this time.
Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into.
Now I'm looking at the desk. I'm just waiting.
Across the room,
The desk?
Monica
What
is writing
desk?
something in her notebook.
Oh.
My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki.
Oh, here we go.
They usually exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems.
Oh no.
As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something?
Here we go.
Yes.
It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it. And T. Landerkun did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me.
You're excused.
I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change it anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet.
But, like, also if you're not open to suggestions and criticism, then you're not a good artist.
This is true. And
And T. Landerkun liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Fight for the boy.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh.
How was my
I meant to hit the couch. I'm so sorry. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... No. You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Here we go.
Maybe you're just jealous that T. Landerkun appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
Did she even give you advice?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Ooh.
Don't ooh at me.
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as T. Landerkun started showing up.
Oh.
Ooh, got him.
Natsuki.
I knew she was stuffing.
Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you.
Good, nice job.
Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act like as long as you look, Natsuki.
I don't like this.
Me? Look who's talking, wannabe edgy bitch.
Cool down.
Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people can learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know.
If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality by just dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try.
Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself on the edge, Yuri.
Yikes.
Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you?
Yikes.
Did you just accuse me of cutting myself?
Oh, yeah, she did.
What the fuck is wrong with your head?
Okay.
Yo.
This is different than
Yeah,
dog.
go on. Let T. Landerkun hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this.
Suddenly Yuri turns toward me as if she just knows I was standing here.
T. Landerkun. She's trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it.
Dots.
Wait, what?
So who are you going with?
Okay.
Not the edgy bitch.
Okay, so, Natsuki then?
No,
Yuri?
stop it.
Why?
If you choose one, you have to choose one all the way. You can't go half.
Okay, Yuri.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, Yuri.
Okay, here we go.
I forgot names for a minute.
Did it go? Okay.
It did. You have to keep going. You have to keep going.
Yo,
Again,
come on.
big.
If you really want Yuri, you gotta go for her. Go on. Come
Damn
on.
it. Okay, here we go.
You got this.
Oh, shoot.
Oh,
Just
no.
use a trackpad.
Okay. This is getting scary. Really?
Maybe he wants you to pick Natsuki. Just maybe.
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Where'd it go?
Where'd it go?
I love having
Uh-oh.
options.
Where'd it go?
Oh,
okay.
what? Oh, that was interesting.
I love having options.
Pick Natsuki then.
No.
Oh
Hi.
my gosh. Okay.
Monica.
Hi, Monica. What now? What do we do
Like
now?
her face.
Okay.
Proceed.
Monica.
That's settled.
Dots.
Dots.
Dots. Hey, T-Lander-kun. Why don't we step outside for a little bit?
Of course.
She's in front of the text. Okay. She's in front of the text box.
I know. I see that.
Sorry about that.
Shoot,
Oh.
that's the settings.
Yo, get that settings out of here.
There we go.
You're okay.
Yeah.
They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead.
Mm-hmm. Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the classroom.
Oh,
she's crying.
she's sad. It's sad girl hours.
She clicked these words.
She knew him.
Sweet little angry gremlin.
Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done.
Is it over?
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Oh my god.
I
Please
didn't
tell me
mean
she
it.
said like to go kill yourself.
Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk and her palms on her forehead. Yuri?
I didn't mean it.
I believe you.
If only she was rocking in a corner in an egg form.
I have
they
no-
didn't mean it.
I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did.
Tealander-kun, please don't hate me.
Her face is so different.
Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today.
It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely.
Very funny.
Put your hood down.
No.
Anyway, the meeting is
No.
over, so...
Stop it.
Bro,
Stop. Stop.
alright. The meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want.
You want me to cover my eyes instead?
No.
Because my eyes are still wide open.
Okay, good.
Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something. But she keeps her glancing at Monica.
You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer.
I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done.
Dots.
Well, I'm the vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today.
It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri.
It's not that. It's not that. I just didn't get much time to discuss my book with Tealander-kun. It would just be embarrassing with you listening.
I guess I don't really have a choice, do I?
I'm sorry for causing trouble. But I really appreciate you understanding the greater
Oh, and it's poem time.
Yay!
It actually didn't scare me this time.